In the late 1700s, the 13 American colonies, simmering with frustration over British policies like heavy taxation without representation, began to boil over. The first shots of the Revolutionary War were fired in 1775, but the colonies were not yet united in purpose. That changed in 1776. Fueled by Thomas Paine's powerful call for separation in common sense, the Continental Congress made a world-altering decision. On July 4th, they adopted the Declaration of Independence. Drafted by Thomas Jefferson, this document was more than a breakup letter. It was a radical vision for a nation where power comes from the people, and all citizens have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But declaring independence was one thing, winning it was another. The newly formed Continental Army, led by General George Washington, was a ragtag force of farmers and merchants facing the most powerful military on earth. The initial years of the war were brutal, marked by devastating losses, including being driven out of New York. Yet, in the dead of winter, 1776, Washington led a daring surprise attack across the frozen Delaware River to win a crucial victory at Trenton, a move that revitalized the flagging American spirit. The Army's resolve was tested to its absolute limit during the horrific winter at Valley Forge, where thousands died from starvation and disease. Despite the suffering, they emerged a more disciplined and determined force. The true turning point came in 1777 with the stunning American victory at the Battle of Saratoga. This triumph was monumental, as it convinced France to formally enter the war as an American ally. French ships, soldiers, and money began to pour in, turning a colonial rebellion into a global conflict for Great Britain. The final chapter of the war played out in the South. After years of grinding campaigns, American and French forces, under the combined leadership of Washington and the Comte de Rochambeau, executed a brilliant strategic maneuver. They marched their armies hundreds of miles to trap the main British army, commanded by General Cornwallis, at Yorktown, Virginia. Hemmed in by land and blocked from escape or reinforcement by a French naval blockade, Cornwallis was left with no choice. In October 1781, he surrendered, effectively ending the war. 2 years later, the Treaty of Paris was signed, and Great Britain officially recognized the United States of America as a free and independent nation. The fight was over. A new country, forged in revolution and founded on the principle of liberty, was born. But the path to victory was filled with critical moments and heroic gambles. What do you think was the single most important moment that secured the American victory in the Revolutionary War? Let us know in the comments.